Hello everybody and welcome back. For our first mod, we actually have a house mod. It is called Pinegrove Lodge Family House, and this one is by Eleonora. So you know for a fact that this is going to be chock full of stuff. So let's have a look. You're going to actually have to cross over a couple bridges and go over a couple waterfalls to get to this house. As you can tell, she's even made her bridges herself. So yeah. On the outside, it looks like a small house, but there is actually a lot of stuff around it. I took the time to take a look. As you can tell, you got beehives up there. You got a small farm up here. You can tell with a horse and goats and chickens and things like that. So you could always get things out from there. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have hanging laundry in the back of the house, and a swing where you have a pretty impressive view, I'd have to say. I think she chose a really great location for this house. Over here you got your standard crafting stations, and in the typical Eleonora fashion, you have storage. Compact storage, lots of storage. You can tell where the ingots are, that's where the ingots go. Over here is miscellaneous, pelts and hides, and the barrel over there will be for the raw materials. In the back of the house, you'll see that you'll have a garden with some tools that you can work the garden with. She's already planted a bunch of stuff for you to pick, so don't worry. And it looks like some of the stuff needs to be weeded. Now if we move on into the inside of the house, I'll show you that. As you can tell, the inside of the house itself is actually pretty neatly organized. As soon as you get in, you have everything for your shoes and even a storage chest over there, like a a fairly small one, with some the place where you put keys and letters and whatnot. You also have a bunch of other barrels and what looks like a goat rack. So yeah. And as you can tell from over there, the window actually will have rays of light come in through the window. As it is daytime, it should show like that through the window. I'm not exactly sure if it does this through the nighttime because, well, I haven't really messed around with it. Again, more storage, more seating. Got a typical family style room. And some wicker chairs sitting in front of the fireplace for a great view. And as you can tell, there's even more storage space over there for books. Moving on to the kitchen, you even have more storage space for different varying ingredients and even your own place to cook. And here's where you're going to be doing your alchemy and enchanting. And she even adds her typical storage spaces for all of that as well. So if you have a lot of stuff, you can just have it organized nice and neatly within all the different areas. And these are actually some of the more impressive bookshelves I've seen in this game for quite some time. I mean, yeah, the textures of them are unique, and just pretty much all what she's known for all the storage and for her small houses that are compact and have a lot of space to them at the same time. The child's bedroom, and as you saw, there was actually a ship in the bottle. So, haha, they can do that here. Granted, you can stick your hand in the bottle to build it, which kind of defeats the purpose. I forgot to show you, but there was actually a shrine outside the house, and so there is actually a shrine to Mara inside the house as well. And because there's no such thing as wasted space, look at all that. I don't know if you can actually get to it though. I haven't actually tried. And onto the main bedroom. As you can tell, there is plenty of stuff in this room. And in her typical wardrobe fashion, she added, well, clothes hangers. You can actually add stuff to it, I believe. So go nuts. You can tell gauntlets go here, circlets, rings, and jewelry go over here, and boots over here. So you can organize your stuff however you wish, it would seem. So once again, this is the Pinegrove Lodge family house by Eleonora. So she doesn't really need to have any kudos, but I'm giving it to her anyway. So if you get this mod, show it some love. I mean, this is an amazing mod for a house. Okay, so now let's go on to our next mod. And today we have 3 armor mods, and this is one of them. This is the Yennefer Armor by ZZJ, and the only way to get this is through console commands, and it is a 4-part armor. My character is currently wearing 3 of the parts because the gloves had a bit of an issue, and I think I messed up on my end trying to get them to load up. You do need to get the compilation of ZZJs that he has out. It is highly suggested. So that this kind of thing doesn't happen, and I think I messed up the load order for this, so it didn't show up. I couldn't really find the files amongst all the hundreds of them I have, so I'll just show it off as it is, and just keep that in mind. Now keep in mind, the only way to get this armor is through the console commands. So they tell you how to find it just by typing in help Yennefer, and then you have to type in player.place or add item, and then you can have it added to your inventory. So there is no ability to actually craft or obtain this in-game other than console commands. Just keep that in mind. Now on to our next mod. And for our next mod, it is another mod by Deserter X, and it is called Welded Armor for the UMP and CVVE body types. And you can actually get the crafting recipe from the forge in Riften. By forge, I mean you have to go inside, go into the guy's house, and it'll be sitting on a safe, and you can pick it up. So you might end up either having to lockpick or hope that the door is unlocked, so you can just go right on in. Now I'll just pretty much show off what this armor looks like.
What are you looking at?
Now there are two different variants to this. Well, variants, I mean, you can have pants on, so I'll cut to show that. Okay, I dropped the cape with this one, and I added the pants. So let's take a look at this. As you can tell, it is still the high quality of work that X is known for, and it's another one of those ones that proves that every mod that they're making just shows how much better they're getting at this. I wouldn't be surprised if like someday they end up getting approached by some game company because of their mods and asked to work on some of their games. This is just insanely detailed. That's how good this is. And the sheer fact that they're doing this and just cranking out mods, I mean, yeah, they took a small break, which made everyone think, oh, they're taking like a year off, and then they pulled out 2 mods. And on the page for this one, you can actually see what one they're working on next and what one will be coming out next. So keep an eye out for the next mod that I feature for from Deserter X. Because quite frankly, they are extremely good. I mean, look how close I'm getting and it doesn't actually really pixelate. I'm actually having to clip in and still nothing. Okay, now let's go on to our last mod for this week. Okay, and for this final mod, you will find a chest out on the side of your Vesker. As soon as you go up the stairs, you're just going to want to hang a right, and it will be over here in this corner. And the name of this armor is the Thunderbird Armor for the CBVE and UMP body, and it is by Ken 1945. And it's actually a heavy armor set, so expect whoever you have to be wearing it to increase that particular skill. As you can tell, it's actually fairly well detailed, like really scary detailed kind of thing. So this is if you've liked any of the mods that you've seen in this episode, don't forget to give them an endorsement, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, and if there's any mods that you would like to see in the future, don't forget to post, and I will try to check them out and see what's going on. There is, however, one thing I'd like to ask everyone: if there is anyone interested in being part of the Tamriel Online thing, I would like to try getting that mod particularly played through and checked out and whatnot, and I'd like to have some other people to help me check it out. So, till then, take care. See ya.